They almost look like they're fake. Well, look where I am again, the Christian Louboutin boutique. And there's been a lot of changes since the last time I came in here. The new Christian Louboutin and Maison Margiela collection is out. This collection does feature that iconic tabby split toe shape. I personally love this ballerina flat, and I think it's really just going back to that sparkle. It's just such a beautiful shoe. This one does have the everlasting red sole on the bottom throughout the entire shoe, which is really nice. So the reason why we are here today is because I actually ran into a little bit of luck. And I am so excited to show you what is in this bag. So I went into my local boutique and talked to them about this specific shoe that I was looking for. It is part of the Miss Z collection, but it was nothing that I had seen in Madrid. So I had actually seen this shoe online, and I just thought it would be a beautiful, stunning shoe to add to my personal collection. So I went into the boutique and they had it on display, which the Madrid location did not. And they did not have my size in store in any of the Miss Z collection, but the sales associate did say they could order it for me. So even though the shoe is not available online and it is not available in store, they were able to order it for me. So just something to keep in mind. Make sure you ask that sales associate if they can order shoes for you. So this took about a week to get in from the time that I ordered it. And this was so exciting. I'm so excited to finally have this shoe in my possession. So after opening up this beautiful box, and here they are. These are the Miss Z 100 millimeter pumps in a pearlescent Napa leather. Bianco is the color. And these are actually from their wedding collection. So it has a Christian Louboutin logo and a heart stamp on the insole. When I first saw these online, I was just mesmerized. This color is stunning. I am not planning on getting married anytime soon, but I just thought that this color could be so versatile. It looks so chic. In person, it just has this sheen to it that I feel like could be very versatile and you can wear with lots of different outfits. Plus, the fact that it is in the Miss Z collection, obviously, is why I really wanted it. That padding, everything, all the good things we talked about in the first video that make the shoe so, so nice. So these shoes do come with this protective sticker, and I just kind of wanted to point it out in case you were wondering what this was. Definitely peel that off after you're sure that you're going to keep these shoes. Now, at first glance, these shoes, again, are stunning. I think the color, the shape, the way that the red goes up into the heel is just a beautiful, beautiful design. They did a really great job designing these shoes. Now, while I was looking at these, I noticed this bump here, and it was just kind of odd to me that it just stuck out so much. And then I kind of just started looking at this shoe a little bit more closely, and there are just a lot of imperfections that I wouldn't really expect to come from Louboutin. I have been wearing Louboutin for over a decade now, and I just think that this is not what I would expect from a brand new shoe. I noticed this bump again on the other shoe, and it's just odd because it's only on one side, and I had to compare both sides. So each shoe has one of those bumps, one on the outside and one on the inside. And the other side is perfect. It looks great. But once you flip it over, it has that bump. And it's just odd. I just feel like that should not happen, especially with this color. It's so obvious. The sheen really makes that bump stick out. And you really want just to have a smooth surface with no obvious indentions like that. Again, what we loved about this shoe is the padding. The padding is still there. The padding feels great, and it does go throughout the whole entire insole, which is very, very nice. Keep in mind, this is a wedding collection shoe, which means these shoes will be looked at more closely. You have so many photos on the day of your wedding, and I have seen so many up-close wedding pictures of shoes that the bride is wearing, and you get some Louboutins that have all of these defects. They almost look like they're fake. The last thing you want is an $895 pair of shoes stressing you out on your big day. Now, kind of taking a look at where the leather is attached to the shoe, it has varying degrees of togetherness, I would say. So it just doesn't look like a continuous line. And I'm not sure whether this is because of the painting of the leather or it's just missing something to cover up the imperfections, but it just does not look clean. It does not look aesthetically pleasing to the eye to see these darker areas, lighter areas, and just a lot of small imperfections that make this overall not look like a high quality designer shoe. Now, looking at the everlasting red sole, you can see here this line where the coating ends. And I still wish they would have gone up the whole area of the red sole just to have a more seamless look to it. There are some imperfections where the sole meets the heel, which is, again, disappointing coming from this designer. Overall, if you aren't looking at so many details of this shoe like I am, it's still just a gorgeous, gorgeous shoe. I wish the craftsmanship when this particular shoe was made was better so that I could be even more excited about this shoe, but I am not planning on keeping this shoe. It's just not there for me. The quality, I do believe in investing in quality pieces, and this just isn't a quality piece to me, even though it is a precious Christian Louboutin. The design is gorgeous. The shape of the shoe is gorgeous. I think that my lesson learned here is just because something is a designer shoe doesn't mean that it's executed with good quality. Also, I did order this shoe, so when I picked it up in store, I didn't try it on. I already knew it was my size, but I didn't even look at it before they packaged it for me because I just trusted that it would be seamless and clean and of good quality. And I think that's really my fault that I didn't take a look at that shoe before walking out of the store, because if I knew that it looked this way, I would not have purchased it. So these shoes, unfortunately, are going back to the store. It was a bittersweet day because I was so excited to open these up and have my own pair of Miss Z shoes. I have been going everywhere looking for these, and I'm just sad that this is what it turned out to be. This was just my experience. So just lessons learned. Look at those shoes very carefully when you are buying them. Look at the exact pair that you will be receiving, and just make sure that you're satisfied with your purchase before walking out of that store. So unfortunately, we have to put these shoes back and say goodbye to them. Maybe I'll get my hands on a good high quality pair of Miss Z's in the future. But for now, this is where our story ends. Hopefully I can give you another update with a great high quality Miss Z collection shoe in my possession. Thank you guys for watching. As always, stay so chic, and let me know what you'd like to see in the next videos. Please like and subscribe so you can continue making more videos on all things designer shoes.